I am very pleased now to introduce my colleague Karen Trappenberg-Frick, who will introduce us to the final and one of my favorite Athena Award winners, that for next generation engagement. So I turn it over to Karen.
All right, thank you so much. I am delighted to be here. I am on the faculty at UC Berkeley in the City and Regional Planning Department. I am also as an executive board member of Self-eSTEM, who is receiving this award today. Self-eSTEM builds the self-esteem of girls and young women from untapped communities. Since 2014, it has served over 1,200 girls, representing with 70% from underserved communities, really to help them realize STEM education and their career pursuits. The program provides wraparound support and culturally relevant STEM content to really drive success in STEM occupational identity and increase, importantly, the recruitment and retention of a diverse STEM pipeline. This includes being the first all-girls of color team to compete in Northern California's first tech robotics Lego League. It also was the first all-girls of color team to win the Judges Award. And they've even been featured on the science show a couple years ago called Genius with Stephen Hawking. And what I find truly remarkable, in addition to all the work that they do, is provide all of this activities to the girls free of charge. And so this really helps to defray the costs and relieve the financial burden for these girls and for them to participate. So it's really building and diversifying the next generation of STEM innovators and entrepreneurs. And then on a personal note, I've been involved on the board for several years now. And what I find particularly wonderful is when our students at UC Berkeley volunteer at the events, so that our students get to connect directly with the girls as they're working through, complicated, challenging and fascinating STEM activities. So it is my absolute delight to be here today. Thank you so much for this award. And I'd love to turn this over now to Dr. Gerveti Lockett, who I personally call Dr. G. Dr. G is on the executive board of Self-eSTEM. She is the director of marketing and digital content, and she also is Self-eSTEM's learning and development partner with Facebook. And so with that, Dr. Gerveti.
Thank you so much for that great introduction, Karen. Please do excuse me, you all. Hopefully you can hear me well. I had an appointment that ran a bit behind schedule, so I am parked being able to gladly accept this award on behalf of Self-eSTEM. It's such our pleasure to be considered for this Athena Award. Our mission is really to ensure that we inspire and build up the self-confidence in girls and women ages 7 to 17, and also looking beyond and inspiring those young women who are coming up down the pipeline to see themselves as potential scientists, engineers, mathematicians, and being able to see them having career pathways that they may not have expected to even be things that existed in the world today. So it is our extreme pleasure to be able to offer programming, to Karen's point, free of charge to these young women and to their families from underserved communities, to really make sure that we're doing our part to reduce that gap that we know exists from gender and ethnic minority women in STEM, providing them with education, with hands-on enrichment activities and new opportunities to be able to explore their passions and see themselves in the potential to grow and take career pathways into the STEM field. So this is an extreme passion area of mine. I actually attended a math and science magnet program when I was in elementary school and high school, and did not even know the possibilities that were there. So it was very important for me to get involved in Self-eSTEM so that young girls could see themselves, whether it's in a technical role or a non-technical role, operating in STEM like myself. It's been an extreme pleasure to be able to see themselves, see their lights in their eyes light up when they have the opportunity to be able to see other women and to see other people pouring into them and giving them the opportunities. Our unique program differentiator is that we do look across the full STEM pipeline. So making sure that the young girls get exposure to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics through their time with us for our annual STEM camp, for our monthly workshops, and for the Robotics League. So for us, it's important to not only give them opportunities to hear about it, but to be able to get hands-on and actually experience it. And also doing these things at free of charge to reduce that tension that often is created when people are trying to provide exposure to new opportunities for the youth that are coming up. So for us, for Adamaka in particular, our founder of Self-eSTEM, it was very important for her to provide opportunities for the young girls to have mentors, the mentors that we didn't have growing up, and for us to be able to give back to our community in a way that allowed us to pour out our gifts and our talents and to really help to spark that interest in these young girls and women. So it's our extreme pleasure to be able to accept this award. We're only able to do what we do thanks to the volunteers and to those like yourselves who have been shining a light on the work that we're doing. So thank you on behalf of Self-eSTEM, our executive board, the volunteers, and the young women who are part of our organization for presenting us with this Athena Award.
You're most welcome, Gervetti, and thank you, Karen, also for the nomination and for introducing her. How can people get involved in Self-eSTEM? Where can they find you?
Great question. So we are very active on our social media pages. We are on Facebook, Instagram, as well as on Twitter. So you can follow us at Self-eSTEM. So all one word across those different platforms. We also have them linked on each of the different mediums for you to be able to connect with us. You can also sign up directly on our website. So www.selfestem.org and follow us for the upcoming events. We love to have people to come and share their personal stories with young women, to participate in our interactive workshops, and of course, to spread the word in all of your various different aspects of your life to ensure that we're bringing in more girls, as well as providing them with more opportunities for support and encouragement on their individual journeys as they grow and learn more about STEM.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your commitment to this area of research and support for the young women who are going to be the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. So thank you.
Thank you so much.